First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways, preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this your brother DeWald Bar from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And I got a few articles I had pulled up on my phone here. One of them sitting up here being the Hurricane Helen. The other one is the Hurricane Milton. And the wildfires that's happening over there in Wyoming, which no one's really speaking on. But I'm gonna read a few of these articles, man, and just sit up here and say, man, so much stuff is going on. So many signs are around you. We still got our people still up here, still on bullshit, still playing around, still got their head up on Diddy, still sitting up here talking about Beyonce and who Will Smith might smack next, and here it is, and all sorts of other bullshit that's going on. And then you got the football season, you got the stupid election, which people sit up here and swear up and down something great is going to happen with that, when it's truly us election, it's not an election, but our people sit up here and still into the bullshit. But here it is, you got signs all around you, and whether these signs be, whether these tornadoes and wildfires be man-made or natural disasters, all this is designed by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Point blank, period. All this is all the Heavenly Father, because this place is about to go down. But I'm just going to read a few of these articles and get a few scriptures because there's too much going on. So this is the article is NBC News. And it was, this was about 5 days ago. It's like last updated October 4th, 2024 at 5:46 p.m. But it says, Hurricane Helene, over 220 dead as some communities struggle to get basic supplies. People are still searching for loved ones, and many residents remain isolated because of widespread damage. And as you see, it sits up here and says, what to know. At least 223 people have died, and hundreds are unaccounted for in the destruction wrought by Hurricane Helen since it made landfall in Florida on September 26. More than a week later, some residents and communities remain isolated. Hundreds of thousands are without power, and a spotty service has made communication difficult. So it's still some bad stuff still going on with that Hurricane Helene. It destroyed a lot, man, and it really tore through a lot of Tennessee, North Carolina, Atlanta, and if I'm not mistaken, Georgia. But hey, and now, guess what now? Guess what now? Now you got this, what is this? Hurricane Milton. Now this is the Weather Channel, and the article is by Jonathan Bell, Chris Doche, Caitlin Kaiser, and Sarah Tunks. And this was less than an hour ago. And it says Hurricane Milton makes landfall on Florida's west coast with life-threatening storm, surge, winds, and flooding. It says Milton has come ashore near Sister Key, Florida, as a major hurricane. Destructive, light-threatening storm surge is expected along the western Florida Gulf Coast. Devastating hurricane-force winds will occur near the coast and well inland through central Florida. Catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding from rainfall is also expected. It says Hurricane Milton has made landfall just south of Tampa Bay with a major threat to life and property as it hammers the state with destructive storm surge, devastating wind, damage, potential catastrophic flooding, rainfall, and several tornadoes. It says Milton is now crossing central Florida as a Category 3 hurricane, packing winds up to 115 miles per hour. As of 9 p.m. Eastern Time, it is tracking to the northeast at 15 miles per hour. It made landfall earlier this evening south of Tampa Bay. So here it is. Now you got Hurricane Milton, which is about to do a lot of damage to Florida. And then the other thing that I was sitting up here looking at, it was this massive fire in Wyoming. As you see, this is Newsweek. It was published October 9, 2024 at 2:18 p.m. It was updated October 9, 2024 at 2:54 p.m. It says massive wildfire in Wyoming expands to over 75,000 acres. A massive wildfire continues to ravage Wyoming's Bighorn National Forest, growing to over 75,000 acres as of Wednesday, according to the National Interagency Fire Center. Initially sparked by lightning, the Elk Fire has threatened nearby communities, infrastructure, and critical resources. More than 829 firefighters and other personnel have been deployed to battle the blaze. As containment efforts intensify, the fire is only 16% contained, leaving officials and residents on high alert as they prepare for potential evacuation. 16% contained. That means 84% of this fire is still raging on. Increased fire behavior was reported early Wednesday morning because of high winds and low humidity at around 3 a.m. Mountain Time. Gusty winds intensified fire activity northwest of Big Goose Water Treatment Plant, the U.S. Forest Service said in a post on Facebook. Firefighters working the night shift, including a dozer, a hotshot crew, and 8 engines, quickly responded to the early area. So here it is. You got a lot of things going on in this world. And now, and that's not even to sit up here and say the Ukraine thing, the Hamas thing, the Palestinian, Iran, and all sorts of other stuff that's going on in the world, you know. And for people not to be able to see the signs is just utterly ridiculous. But with that, man, let me sit up here and grab a few scriptures. You know, the first scripture I'm going to sit up here and grab is, you know, Second Edge has been coming out all over the place. You know, 9, 15, 16. You know, so much has been coming out. But this is Second Edges 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligent in itself. And when thou seest parts of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will be in to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And that's what we're seeing. These are the signs. Everything that we're seeing, all these prophecies are popping off the pages, man. Left and right. Everything is jumping off the pages. You know, there's nothing. Every time you look up, there's something to talk about or something to say about what's going on in the world. Every time you look up, there's not a shortage of anything that we can't talk about or sit up here and bring out, man. Because, hey, too much is going on. The signs are everywhere. You know, and our people sitting up here just playing around and bullshit and not paying attention to what's going on. But in a minute, they're about to sit up here and find out the hard way. And you got some Jake that's waking up. You know, I was sitting up here looking at a couple of brothers' videos where they said, you know, it was this one video where this Jake was sitting up here saying, he was talking about how the Hebrew Israelites were out and about, you know, on every street corner. And he said that he had, you know, I guess he's saying that he hasn't seen many of them. But the point that he was making was they were right about a lot of things. So now you got Jake that's truly waking up and understanding, man, the times that we in. You know, which brings me to go here before I'm gonna go here, you know, because what we're doing, we're standing on our watch. It's Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will climb. Oh wait, Salakia. I did it now. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. You know, and that's what's happening right now, man. We standing on our watch. We sitting up there telling and informing our people, man, of what the times ahead, the things to come. You know, you got some people that just sit up here and got their heads stuck in the sand and up their ass, you know, and don't want to sit up here and pay attention to everything that's going on. Too busy thinking everything is okay because their little part of the world is okay. But it says Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And yeah, the destruction of America, aka Babylon the Great, the missiles hitting this place, World War III, the introduction to the M to the O to the T to the B before everything else happens, you know, because that gotta happen first before World War III. But then you're gonna have a famine of the word, you're gonna have Jacob's trouble. And right now you sit up here and see in 2nd Esdras 15 and 16 and Jacob's trouble, you know, right here at the beginning stages. You know, no telling when it's gonna break out into a full blown destructive just chaos. But that stuff is coming. You know, and there was a video I had played earlier. Not played earlier. I did a video earlier. And I ended up stopping it because I was going to redo it. And what ended up happening, there was a video about a woman who stood up here and said that Walmart was taking all the meat and all the produce off their shelves and wasn't selling it. And she said they were doing that throughout all of Tennessee. She went to 2 Walmarts and they were taking the meat and stuff and saying, and they were told not to sell to the customers. And I went looking for that video. I couldn't find it. I believe they took it down because that woman said a lot of stuff in it. But the name of the YouTube channel that I got it from was One Woman, One Mouth. That was the name of the YouTube channel. It said One Woman, One Mouth. It says, this is not my video. And it was called The Hunger Games is Here or something like that. And I couldn't find the video. I mean, I searched for that video for a good hour because I really want to do a story. I really want to redo my lesson on it. But it didn't let me, it wouldn't let me, I couldn't find the video. And the part of the lesson that I did, I didn't show the video in. And I'm I was like, man. So, brothers, but hey, if you happen to come across that video, hey, it'd be nice if someone might just post it somewhere. Like I said before, it was like maybe a minute and a half long. It was a Edomite woman speaking, and she was sitting up here saying about all the stuff that they were doing in Walmart. So, hey, if a brother happened to come across that video, I searched, I couldn't find it, but she said a whole bunch of stuff, and she said she talked to the manager. She talked to the employee first, then she talked to the manager, and they couldn't give her a reason as to why they couldn't sell. So that's just letting you know, man, that this devil is about to come, man. Come with that wrath, too. All this stuff is happening. You got to understand, Esau about ready to come with everything. Because what they say, never let a good disaster or never let a good disaster or something go to waste. So, hey, things like this, man, he is on, man. He is on. But with that, let me go back to Matthew. I want to go to Matthew because, like I said before, these are the times that we're in. This is Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua Mashiach, and shall deceive many. You're going to have a lot of false preachers, a lot of false teachers, a lot of false pastors, a lot of these false motherfucking figures sitting up here preaching some bullshit ass doctrine, and just leading the flock astray. But it says, Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we see the rumors of wars and the wars. Everything is here. These signs are right here in your face. It says Matthew 24:7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. We seeing all this stuff happen in greater numbers. In all the times I've been alive, I've never seen as much mass death, mass shooting, earthquakes, floods, mudslides, sinkholes, buildings that's just coming down like the one that happened in Florida, and all sorts of other stuff that's been happening. I've never seen this much calamity all at once in my life. But we seeing the signs now, and just people just totally ignoring them. But this is Matthew 24:8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And there you go, man. So, hey, it's too much going on, man. And we see the signs. And so we know, brothers, hey, that the time is here. This place is through, man. Babylon is through. America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, is over with. It's about to be done for, All we got to do is sit up here and just, hey, keep praying, keep studying, keep being involved in this truth. That's it, because the time is right at hand, man. This place is over, man. Babylon time is over. It's about to be over and kaput, and the righteous kingdom is about to come. But with that, man, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways. You know what, man? No, before I sit up here and close out, let me grab one more thing. You know what? This was on my mind to grab, but I wanted to sit up here and grab it earlier. What is that? 16. Here it is. Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra 16:37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in her ninth month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth. Great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and this world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And here you go. The, one after another, wildfires in Wyoming, the Hurricane Helena, Hurricane Milton. All these things are happening, man. That goes along with the earthquakes that you've been seeing in certain places. The ones that was in Japan earlier this year, the one that was in New York, California. You know, you see all these things are just happening and happening. Mudslides everywhere, sinkholes everywhere, like I was saying earlier. You know, all these calamities are happening all at once, man. It's just all around you. And these are plagues, and they're continuously coming and coming and coming, and it ain't slacking. And so that gives, hey, and that's even more beautiful because they're coming at a greater rate, point blank, period. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Barber Ball. And Anya Habatham. Shalom.